this is Summer again. This is my 4th vlog about being in the hospital with seizures and what's going on with me. It's getting a bit harder. Last night I had a grand mal seizure. The first thing I remember is pressing the button to get the nurse in here for me to take some Benadryl because I had an allergic reaction to medication a few days ago and we're trying to get it flushed out of my system. And then she came in here to check my vitals before giving me the Benadryl, and I was seizing out. And I'm going based off of what they told me. My eyes were fluttering and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head. I was twitching. They had to hold my hands down, and the next thing I know, when I woke up, there were 4 nurses surrounded around my bed, one on each corner. And they were holding, they were holding my arm where I was getting the IV put, the IV fluids put through. And the nurse to my right looked really concerned because she was like, I've never seen a seizure like that before. And I didn't really want to ask, so I didn't because, I'm already scared. This is already pretty scary for me, and I didn't want to add to my anxiety issues. They put me back on oxygen. I was off for a little while, but after that seizure, they put me back on it. My heart rate, I guess, got up to 175, and they gave me medication to control my heart rate. My doctor came in today and said, they're moving me to a different hospital that has the technology to be able to watch me for 72 hours and gauge my reaction to the seizures. He said that right now, with the seizure medication I'm on, it's a shot in the dark. They don't know if it's helping me, they don't know if it's going to help me, so going to this facility will be a good thing for me. There are 2 medications I can take, and I don't remember the other one. But the one I'm taking now is 1,000 milligrams, but if I take any other ones, I won't be able to have kids. And I want kids someday. I'm only 21. I'm 21 with diabetes, type 1, depression, anxiety, hypothyroidism, my cholesterol, heart palpitations, neuropathy in my toes, eyesight issues, I'm polycystic on my ovaries and kidneys. I am now diagnosed with seizures, and it's just getting worse. They're adding to all the medication I have to take, and I just want to get this figured out. I'm tired of doctors just throwing medication at us because it's the cheaper way to go through things, instead of actually taking their time with us and giving us what we need, what we should be getting, which is the attention and their time. I understand that they have other patients. I understand that they're busy. I understand that medication is the cheaper route, and sometimes medication is in your best interest. But what if you have a bunch of other medications and you don't know how it coincides? You don't know how they're going to react together. Like right now, I have dark bags under my eyes. I look like crap. But I'm taking Benadryl, Oxycodone, Flexerol, Valium, insulin, Capra, and a few other things. I was just reading what was on my board. Sorry about that. So this is still part of taking a stand for me. I think that the doctors should do what my doctor is right now. My neurologist, he's not my doctor, he's my neurologist. My neurologist actually sat down with me today, next to me in a chair, that chair right there, on my bed, but, next to my bed, and had a conversation with me. Broke it down step by step on what was going to happen and what he was going to do and why. And I think that every doctor should do that. I think that every person has a right to have their doctor do that for them so that they know what is going on and what they are going through. Most doctors will spend 3 minutes talking to you at the most. He talked to me for at least 5 minutes, and then as he was leaving was like, "Do you have any questions? Do you need anything? Can I help you in any way?" I said, "No, I'm okay. I'm just scared." He was like, "It's okay. You're going to be watched 72 hours. The thing that is, that's really bothering me is the hospital that I am going to is the one where my father died recently when I was 17, so about 3 years ago almost. I was 17 going on 18, about 3 years ago. His death is still pretty fresh to me, and my family looked at me. My aunt was his power of attorney, so she should have chosen if he was going to live on life support or if he was going to die. But they didn't want that responsibility. So we're all standing in the room, and they all look at me, and they're like, "So, what's the decision, Summer?" And I broke down. I stayed there. I cried on my dad. I held him. I realized he was not my dad anymore. He was in a vegetable-like state. He was brain dead. The cancer had spread to his lymph nodes, to his brain, to his spinal cord, to his skin, to his lungs. It was everywhere. There's nothing that they could do about it. So I opted to pull the plug, and essentially I felt like, and still do feel like, I killed my own father. It's something I'm never going to be able to get over. And that's why I don't want to go to this hospital, but I have no other options. But I do have friends who are willing to come and sit there with me if need be. I do have a few family members, even if they aren't blood, that will be coming to sit with me if I need it. But if you're feeling in any way like I am, like you're just an experiment to these doctors, like you're a patient and not a person, because to doctors I feel like that's two different things, being a patient and a person. Being a patient to a doctor is taking your money, trying to diagnose you, and giving you medicine, doctor's recommendation. But being a person to a doctor is having an emotional connection with them, having them sit down with you, break it down step by step, having them help you understand what you're going through, and having them help you through it. They're the closest thing to you that you need, because they're the ones fixing you. They're the ones that are gonna go digging around in your body. They're the ones that are gonna be giving you the medication. They're the ones that are essentially diagnosing you. So they are the ones that need to be treating you like a person and not a patient. So if you do feel like you're being treated like a patient, like less of a person, or like you're nothing more than an experiment to these doctors, take a stand with me. I'm going to be saying this in all my vlogs. Take a stand. Take a stand for yourself. Take a stand for your health. And take a stand for those around you who can't take a stand for themselves. For those of us that are scared. For those of us that don't want to say anything because we feel like it doesn't matter. Well, we do matter. Everybody matters. And we should be treated like we do. As for this vlog, that's it for today. If anything else happens, I will update you guys and let you know.